Welcome back guys to the PVP build for the update 45 on my stamina source with a rarely seen used proc set called Unfathomable Darkness. When you do damage, you call a murder of crows around you for 12 seconds. Every 3 seconds a crow will be sent to pack the close enemy within 12 meters of you, dealing 4.3k physical damage, unbuffed by the way, and this value is per crow. It hits up to 4 times overall in a 12 seconds period, but you need to always stay at least in the 12 meters range, otherwise the crows will simply disappear without dealing damage. Has effectively only a 3 seconds cooldown. Overall a really powerful proc set, underestimated by most players and rarely seen in PvP nowadays. Backed by Rallying Cry. For the extra crit resistance and weapon damage, the mainstream set you can basically use it on any build. Combined with the mythic item Saint and Seducer, it is a melee setup so perfectly made for it, delivers a ton of major buffs and applies even on top minor debuffs, the best mythic item for melee setups. As monster set Shudan, always nice on a Sorcerer, Hurricane is not needed, instead Elisa or Crit Search can be slotted thanks to Shudan, and as filler 120 for the XHP. Pretty basic setup except of Unfathomable Darkness. Armor types: 1 heavy chest, 1 light armor sash and 5 medium, with reinforced chest for the extra resistance like always, 1 sturdy and 5 well fitted, no impen needed obviously with Rallying Cry. Full prismatic glyphs on the jewel fully infused with 1 weapon damage, 1 Magicka recovery and prismatic regen glyph. Needed on a Sorcerer, we have a ton of Magicka abilities to sustain. Stamina recovery is fine. Front bar 2 maces, Nirn Sharp, Flame Poison enchant and back bar defending ice stuff with the escapist poison for the extra CC immunity. Skills: front bar Karma Hunter for major prophecy, 12% spare crit, just slotted. It also delivers minor berserk by dealing critical damage from enemy's flank, so 5% damage, and gives another 3% extra weapon damage thanks to the fighter skill passive Slayer. I sometimes even use it as a detection ability against cloaked opponents, but do not spam it too often, it costs over 4k stamina. Next up, Bound Armaments for 8% max stamina increase, just slotted, and deals a ton of physical damage too with 4 stacks. With the passive Daddy Protection, it even increase our stamina recovery by 20%, a huge amount. Sundering Soul is spammable. The physical focus script is the best choice. It gets empowered by the Sorcerer passive Energized, plus 5% more damage. A signature script, Anchored Cruelty, is the best choice, deals oblivion damage over time. And last but not least, the FX script, Major Vitality, huge on the Sorcerer. It increases our healing by 12% and increases our damage shield, so Hardened Ward gets empowered. Really nice. For non-scribing users, go with Silverbolts, the armor version, which gets empowered by our blue CPs. Crystal Fragment as burst skill, only activate the proc though, do not channel this ability. It delivers minor prophecy, 6% spare crit, with the sorc passive Exploitation. Streak, our CC, and for mobility, even unblockable and undodgeable. With Shattering Rocks, I would say the strongest CC in game. As offensive ultimate, Energy Overload, make sure to use this moth, it gives an extreme amount of stamina and Magicka back per hit. Backed by Elisas for Major Breach, 6k pen, and procs 3 status effects with Burning, Chilled and Concussion. It costs no resources at all, so try to apply it on as many targets as possible before engaging. Next up, Race Against Time or Snare Removal, procs Mana Force, 10% crit damage and Major Expedition, 30% movement speed. A must have for every open world PvP player. Alternative option would be the medium armor skill Shuffle. Also a snare removal with major evasion, 20% AoE damage reduction, but a cost of movement speed and crit damage. Vigor is powerful healing over time, gives minor resolve 3k armor on top. Hardened Ward, our damage shield and burst here, gets empowered by our FX script Major Vitality, Crit Search for Major Sorcery, and a passive heal when we deal critical damage. Also underestimated, the heal is pretty decent. Last but not least, our defensive ultimate Temporal Guard for minor protection, 5% damage mitigation. Use it only actively if you are extremely under pressure, otherwise not really worth to use. It bugs around sometimes and you will be stuck in animation. Race Stammer, my favorite hybrid race, gives weapon spell damage, flame resistance, max Magicka and stamina. If you need a more tanky race, go with Imperial or even Nord for the extra armor. Mundus the Serpent for over 310 stamina recovery, Smoke Bear Hunt is buffood. Vamp stage 3, you know the deal, for the undeath passive up to 15% damage mitigation cost of sustain. Attribute points, 35 into health and 29 stamina. Like this I'm at around 32k HP, 24k stam and 20k Magicka, more than enough. Potion mainly Tricep Potion, needed for stamina and Magicka recovery against annoying Gangblades. I sometimes use the detection potions with this immunity, Stat Detection and Magicka. Blue CP, pretty basic with Daddy Aim, Powerful Strikes, Weapons Expert and Loose Rebuff. If you don't use Overload, obviously D-slot Weapons Expert for example Ironclad. Red CP is Pain's Refuge, sustained by suffering, celerity, and survival instincts. If you have trouble to CC break, go with slippery, should be way easier, especially next to CC break. Combination. First of all, make sure to have enough ulti points for overload, otherwise obviously not worth to use. Best case 500 ulti points. Activate it before you start, then start to pre-buff yourself with crit surge, vigor, and race against time. Start with Edisas, into Bleed Soul, into Crystal Fragment, Bound Armaments, into Streak. Small indicator for Unfathomable Darkness. It has the same range as Saint and Seducer, right? 12 meters. So just keep an eye on your Saint and Seducer circle on the ground. It's basically the same radius. So Unfathomable Darkness, as you can see, will hit even in the edge of the circle here. If you go out of it, it will not proc, it will simply disappear. That's it with another PvP build. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.